everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is August 2nd. It is Wednesday, so it is Podcast Wednesday day. It is about 10 o'clock at night. I just got back from visiting my cat, Bass Drop, who has not been feeling very good, and has spent past week and a half feeling pretty miserable. But things are looking up, and so I'm a little less of a basket case about it, which is good. I will probably put a couple of pictures of his little face on here. He's looking much better from tonight's. So each day I visited him after he had surgery on Monday. So saw him Monday night. Saw him yesterday. He was better than Monday night, and then saw him again tonight, and he was even better this evening. So the doctors are optimistic, and I am super hopeful that he will be able to come home tomorrow. The doctor has been pretty happy with how attentive Lauren and I are about his progress and the symptoms and how on top of everything, and we're paying very much attention to everything that he did. And so she said, really being back home with us and out of that, it's just not, when you're not at home, it's just not fun not being at home. So being back here will be better for him, for the rest of his recovery. There are things that we'll need to watch for over the next few days, and then the next couple, 2 weeks is the, post-surgery point that I guess is that's the thing for cats is 2 weeks after the surgery. So, he's almost a week. Sunday will be a week. So it'll be nice to have the little man here and have me be able to actually sleep a night through. I'm so tired. Oh, so tired. But it's good news. Cautiously optimistic. I very much appreciate the doctor that we've been talking to that did the surgery and has been there to talk to us both Tuesday and this morning, and will be there tomorrow morning. I appreciate her no nonsense, not getting us overly excited about anything, about being very straightforward about where we are, that we're not out of the woods and there's still things to watch for, but he's checking all the boxes that he should be checking, so things are good. He hasn't had another fever, so I appreciate that. I don't need a good bedside manner if the baby is being taken care of and is being back to health. And she's very good at communicating. She gives me the facts that I want, so that's very good. I'll talk about the rest of the experience at some point, but she's been fantastic. I very much like her. So let's dig into podcast stuff, things that we talk about on the podcast. It is podcast number 11, which is super exciting. This past week, I made it to the threshold, the milestone that I was excited and fingers crossed that I was gonna reach soon, and I made it over 500 subscribers. I am so excited about that. That's amazing. And I know, I know that I've each kind of little milestone that I've reached, I've talked about how amazing it is. It is incredible to me. and each milestone is just like Christmas and opening up, as a 16-year-old, opening up a gift of getting the keys to a car. It's that exciting to me. Every little milestone that I reach is just mind-boggling. I just never I never thought I would start a YouTube page or a YouTube channel, and then I did, and then I was like, well, I'll never show my face. I'll just do like little tutorials or whatever. And then I showed my face, and I was like, well, I'll just do like, a video every once in a while, and then like I'm doing collaborations with folks and doing lives and like actually like teaching things on my lives and doing sew-alongs, and it's just been the most wild ride and so much fun. And if you have ever like toyed with the idea that you might think it would be something you want to do, I say 1000% go for it, because it's been so much fun. There are technical difficulties that happen, and there are issues and things that go weird, and it can be frustrating and stressful and annoying for sure. But I mean, quilting is my most cool hobby that I have, and things about that frustrate me and annoy me and go wrong. So yeah, I don't know. I say go for it. It's so much fun. And then if you are a subscriber of mine and you've thought about doing it, or if you're a subscriber of mine and you have a channel but you don't really like talk about it or anything, I want to know. I want to be a subscriber of yours and a supporter of yours, because it's been folks in my YouTube universe who have supported me, who have gotten me to this point. So I want to pay it forward kind of stuff. So super excited, super thankful, and excited to get into more stuff with you guys as we go along. So the portion of the podcast that we always start off with is what I did over the past week. And what I've done over the past week was, so Saturday we did a live sew with Stephanie Stitches. So I was on her channel, and I will link that video. We sewed Stephanie's August box, which was Harvest Stars. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually think I have a 4-patch sitting right here that I can show you. So pretty. Do I have the letters upside down? I do. So I have the writing upside down. So this is just one of the 4 patches of the pattern. It is so gorgeous. I can't wait to finish it up. If you follow Stephanie's Stitches, which I'm sure most of you do, folks are showing their completed tops in her Facebook page, which I am excited about. It's very gorgeous, and it is not it's not like a super difficult, it's not too much cutting. Like it's just been a fun pattern, really easy to get the cuts together. It's very well, all of her patterns are really well written, and everything was, cut in these strips and subcut down. So clear, so easy to do, and everything whips up really fast. I just, since Saturday, I haven't worked on the Harvest Star. I've worked on another quilt that I'll talk about, because it's been the one that has been keeping me, kind of like, not thinking about things and keeping my hands busy. But so that's what I did on Saturday evening. Then on Sunday, I ended up having to cancel my brunch and my legit kit sew because we spent a good portion of the day with base drop. And at that point, we actually got him to eat some food, which was exciting, but then he had a fever, and it was just a stressful all around day. It was a day. And this was before they found out what was wrong with him. So it was very scary. It was very scary. We just didn't know. And the excitement of him eating, and then the crash of him getting a fever, and it was just a lot, and we just didn't know what was happening. And then by the evening, it was kind of like, maybe, you know, well, he has eaten some more and his fever's gone down. And there was some kind of talk about, well, maybe he might be okay to go home, but we still kind of want him to see the internal medicine doctor, vet. And, you know, I was talking to Lauren, and I was like, I know I won't be comfortable without having all of the facts. Like I like to have all the data, like all the information, and I'll always wonder, like, if he didn't see the internal medicine, I'll always wonder if, like, I made that was a bad choice, even though I really wanted him home and I didn't want to add more stress to him. It was such a roller coaster of emotions of what it was we should do. But thankfully, from the vet's recommendation and just from my feeling of I won't feel right if I don't have all of the information. Thankfully, we had him stay, because on Monday, then they did find, doing the ultrasound, that he had gotten himself into some thread of some sort, from any number of things. And so he ended up having surgery on Monday. And that was Monday gone. And that was a late night visit that Monday. But things were looking up on Tuesday. And so by Tuesday, yesterday we were feeling a lot more confident. And I got to be distracted with the awesome, if you guys aren't a part of this, the 2-color quilt challenge, which I will link the form that you can use to join into the 2-color quilt challenge, and I will throw up some pictures. We are still working on that. Stephanie Stitches and I are collabing on that. It's every month. If you've been here before, you've probably heard me talk about it on a podcast, but it is so much fun. And last night, so the first Tuesday of each month, we pick the next 6 blocks that we're going to vote on, and then we put them on my community tab, and you get to vote on them there in 2 groups. There's the mild selection and the spicy selection. And whichever one of those 2 groups wins are the 2 that we sew up in 2 weeks. Once the voting is done, Stephanie, who is a rock star pattern writer, she writes up the pattern for the 2 blocks that have won. So we send those out to everybody, so you have a week to get, like, your fabrics cut and ready to go, and then we sew together on the 3rd Tuesday of each month. And that is from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. And we switch off. The odd months are here on my channel, and the even months are on Stephanie's channel. And that's a lot of fun. And there is definitely time to join. It's a six-month program, and we're in month 4. But these blocks are 12.5 inches, so they are impactful by themselves. And none of the patterns are, when I say spicy, I mean it's comparative. So none of them are so difficult. I wouldn't call any of them advanced patterns to do the blocks. There was in the first month was the, like, top of the Scoville, like top spicy, called the Sparkling Star. But once you get past that one, it's pretty smooth sailing. So even if it being month 4 out of 6, you wanted to join, please do. There's plenty of time to catch up. We're going for 6 months, and then in the 7th month, everybody's coming together, and we're surprising everyone with the layout of how we've done all of our patterns, all of our blocks together. And it's been amazing to see everybody's interpretation of what the 2-color quilt challenge is. And we do the pup is just pacing back and forth. We do a parade of blocks each month, and that is a lot of fun to share what everybody's worked on and how beautiful everything is. So that was Tuesday night. Today, let's see, got another late night snuggle session with Bass Drop. So that was cool. And now I'm here recording this. What I've been what I'm going to be doing in the coming week is I will be finishing up my Lone Star that I talked about. I will put some pictures up here at this point. Woo! I'm looking at her now. I love her. She's so pretty. I will be doing, so I have one quadrant done. I need to sew together the other 3 quadrants, put those points together. It is an 8-pointed Lone Star. I need to put the points together, then the halves together, put the whole thing together, and then borders, and then she is ready to get sandwiched, and I'm going to quilt her on the new Juki, which I'm very excited about. I haven't quilted anything. Right? No, I haven't quilted anything yet on this. So I'm looking forward to my first quilt project, and I'm looking at the string. It's twisted up somehow, so I'll have to figure that out. Let's see. I will do that. It's a big quilt. It's gonna take me a little bit of time. I'm not super fast at the quilting part of it. So we'll see how quick that goes up, but that's what I'm gonna do over the next week. Finish up the Lone Star. I would love to work some more on Harvest Stars, because again, like the blocks are a good size block, and it's not a hard sew, so fingers crossed I'll be able to whip that up too. I still have plenty of work to do on the mini Sculliver. I will say that this since Base Drop hasn't been feeling too good, I have not really worked on that, because that's the upstairs project and I haven't been upstairs. So haven't really worked on mini Sculliver, but I will soon be getting all of that together. This coming up Saturday, I did get notice that my Carnival package, both the Ferris wheel, I'm doing the Ferris wheel large and the hot balloon small. I did get, checking out my account, I saw that they shipped today, so that is very exciting. I do not know if they will get to me in time for Saturday's sew along on Stephanie Stitch's channel. Stephanie's also shipped, and she was saying last night that her shipment is supposed to get there on Saturday. Regardless of if we get ours or not, a lot of you all have fortunately gotten your either your monthly package, or if you paid in full, you got all of it at the same time. So we know that a lot of you have received those. We're going to get together as planned. There's plenty of things for us to be working on. If I don't get Carnival in time for Saturday, Harvest Stars, Stephanie's pattern is absolutely what I'll be working on. So we'll all still get together. We'll still be on Zoom and on YouTube Live so that we can sew together. And I am absolutely looking forward to seeing those folks that are that want to and are excited to join the Zoom. I'm excited to see what colorways they're doing and see how the pattern works up, because the clue for this first clue is unlike any clue I've seen. Like, I'm very excited to see what these different colorways look like with this clue. It's very intriguing. So I'm excited about that. We will be getting together no matter what. So still plan on Carnival Sew Along. And if Carnival hasn't shown up for you either, please bring whatever project that you're working on and still join us, because it is always so much fun to sew with all of our friends, either on the Zoom or on the YouTube Live in the chat, and it's always a great time. And so I hope you will join us. Then on Sunday is a redo of what last Sunday would have been. I will have my 30-minute the Sunday brunch from 11 a.m. to 11:30 Eastern time, and just a quick chat and see how everybody's doing. And then I will be back on from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern, still not changing time zones, to do the Legit Kit month 4. And I will be working on the 4-block of month 4, but also on putting the months 1 through 4 together into that quadrant. I'm very excited to see how that looks too. I've seen other folks get theirs done and put the 4 of them together, and it's just as gorgeous as I thought it would be. But you know, I want to see it. I want to see it right here in front of me and see how beautiful it is. I'm very much looking forward to that too. So I hope you can join me on Sunday, either for the brunch to just hang out for a bit of a chit chat, or come back again at 1 o'clock, or do both, whichever floats your boat, whatever you're available to do. So yeah, that's the doings for the coming up week. I have not really watched too much, listened to a lot of podcasts, but haven't watched too much this past week. You know, weird stuff. But what I had been, because keeping my mind off of everything, just thinking of other things. And I've been thinking about possibly in the weekly podcast adding clips. I follow Sean, the guy who sews, and he will put video clips of kind of like the doings of what he's been doing the past week, but of his pups and what they've gotten into, but also of what he's been sewing. And I was thinking maybe I'll add something like that. Show working on the legit kits, so you know, getting an idea of what the FPP looks like as I'm working up Mini Sculliver, or it's too late for the Lone Star. That's pretty well done. But when I get to quilting the Lone Star, having some clips of me doing the quilting and working on the Harvest Star from Stephanie's autumn box. So I think I might add something like that. I think that would be a fun addition of, you know, what I've been up to over the past week in the arena of you know, quilty goodness kind of stuff. So I might do that. I might think if I remember while I'm sewing to throw on the camera and videotape, I think I will add that into the repertoire. But yeah. Other than that, again, thank you all so much for a million different things, but thank you for the questions and the concern and the comments and the love and healthy vibes sent to Bass Drop. It's really meant a lot. It's been, you know, it's been a week, but I really appreciate that. Thank you all to my subscribers who just joined over the past couple of weeks. Thank you all so much for being here and for finding, you know, this an interesting spot to hang out for a little while. And folks that have been subscribed from the beginning, I just appreciate you guys so much, and for all of the comments that you all make and the questions you ask, and on the lives, the conversations that we have. It's just been, oh, to be so cheesy, it's just been a joy to be a part of, and I've really had a lot of fun. So on that very cheesy note, I will sign off and say thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully on Saturday night with Stephanie Stitches, but maybe in the chats with Brecky, with the guy who sews too, and then Sunday back here on my channel to sew up some legit kits. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.